It is March 14th, 2018. I know I promised you the documented entity video, but man, I've been just getting some crazy stuff, man. You guys may find it boring, and I can see why, but something's really just telling me to show you guys this. That I'm not gonna sandbag it and put it out on a weekend or something like that. I've been off for a couple days. My head gasket blew on my truck, so I pretty much, with a capital F, big time. Without that truck, I'll be homeless and starving, so hope I can figure something out. But with that being said, so naturally I've been probably feeling pretty shitty and negative, so that could really bring this on. So let's get on to it. I'm going to do my best to narrate it. So I'm going to show you some BS for the first minute, and then I'm going to show you this video for a second. Now, it could be something about the negative energy, but I think if we're watching them, they're definitely watching us. Now, do you see that? I want to show you something. On the top part of my truck, on the left hand side, I want you to watch. You'll see a white and black thing pop there and then pull back. It's very small, but you're going to first see it fly from the sun. This thing's watching me, so let's watch it. I'm going to set it back a little bit. See it? And then pull back. Now, as I'm narrating this, it may seem a little slow, but now you'll start to see them fly back and forth in front of the camera. This is at a quarter speed, or a 1/3 speed. Let's see it a couple more times. Now, so basically, this video here, I shot it with my Sony CyberShot, which is a 1080p. We can watch this. I'll probably play it out for a good 2.5 minutes, and then I'm going to move on to the Nikon 720. And these things, did you see it? Okay, you probably just seen it. Anyways, I've told you this before. It seems like the negative energy draws it in. Maybe the fact that I'm watching them draws them into, because they're watching us. First, it starts off on a really small. I mean, them things aren't much bigger than like a bumblebee. Well, on the Nikon video 1, I did 2 videos of each, and they're about 5 minutes apart each. You'll start to see more of them come in. Once one realizes what you're doing, or that you have some negative energy to feed off of, they start to come in groves, and I've noticed they become bigger. Now, the bigger ones can make themselves smaller, so I don't know if they're all that small and become all that big. You'll see the size comparison in my documented entity video. So here, let's bring on the Nikon, and now that I said that, I want you to pay attention to it and watch the video. I have 2 more videos I'm still editing. I might slip in there, but first, don't think for a second while you're taking pictures of the sky. They're not watching you. They hide in the elements. I've shown you that before. You can go back a couple months ago, See them hiding in the elements. I showed you before. These things are sneaky, and they're all around us. If these things can get that small and as big as I've seen them a quarter the size of the sun. So, if you think for a second, these things can't even get smaller, man, these things could be inside of us. We could be breathing them, for all we know. And some of the things I've seen these chemtrails and stuff do, it wouldn't surprise me. So, just remember, you're not the watcher. You're the one being watched. I wanted to add to this too. If you look on these videos, like especially like the Nikon, you see the Death Star looking thing, and you see another orb next to it. If you look real closely behind it, there's like this purple haze. I think this is maybe like the opening for the other dimension, possibly. I'm not 100% sure, but I've been seeing it more and more. And or it could also be from this artificial light source they're saying is our sun. In the Sony Cyber shot, the first video, you can actually see their grid pattern. If you're not understanding what I'm talking about, Demon Hunter, and I believe guy's name's Chief or something like that, they do a really good breakdown of what's in our sky. And I see what they're talking about, especially when I look at the Sony Cyber shot. You can see the grid pattern. You can see the different tracks they have up there. You have to use a little bit of imagination, but let the picture do the talking. And the other thing is I showed you how small these entities get and how large they get. Is it possible they are as small as like nanoparticles? You hear about people that talk to these dimensional beings, and they have them, when they accept them and they start to communicate with them, they'll allow them to enter their bodies and open up their chakras. And they'll say they're repairing you as they open up your chakras, but you don't know what kind of entities these things are. You start letting them tune in your body like that. What kind of price do you have to pay spiritually for that? Just a thought. Y'all take care. I apologize for my video editing skills at this time. I am currently waiting on the software, and I promise I won't be doing it as much longer. But I want to show you something. It's a trip, man. Right here. I'm feeling a lot of negativity. Truck blew a head gasket, and it's pretty much impossible to fix. I mean, I just don't have that kind of time or money. I'll be homeless by then, if I don't starve to death first. So I've been feeling kind of down. I've been to work a couple days because of the truck. But while I work on a truck, I videotape a lot. So this thing came. I've watched it shoot across. I'll show you the video a little bit more, but just want to show you something. This thing comes peeking out. I'm going to show you. It's a freaking trip, man. Back it up. 2 seconds. There we go. Isn't that a trip? That's a trip, man.